Aegis Fang, a local rock band from Victoria, BC.
We've been a band for about 4 years. Me and Mike, we started 4 years ago as a two-piece. It was just drums and guitar, and then we started recording our record, and we decided that we kind of needed to get some bass in there.
Kind of full-time working men who enjoy playing music and writing music on the side at night and have a lot of fun with it.
Stuck here staring at an empty bottle. I can only sit and shake my head.
This whole last month, it's been out-of-town gigs every weekend, and then go back to Victoria, work Monday to Friday.
It's a series of shows that we're playing in Kelowna, so it's a back-to-back, a Friday night and a Saturday night.
Being able to book 2 shows on a weekend, a Friday night and a Saturday night, when people are out and people are ready to have fun. I mean, it makes it so much better for us because our reward really is the people enjoying it.
But no!
I was up at 5:15, texting the guys, making sure they're awake, go pick them up.
Everyone's a little groggy in the morning at 5 a.m., so it's a little tough. You can't really say much to each other. I think there's a little bit of snapping, but it's always fun.
We got the ferry by the coattails. We're the last little truck in there. They put little bricks behind us so we don't roll off the back, and smooth sailing. It was sunshine almost all the way.
I live in this small town. I got a hunger inside me, it won't feed. I'm out living this small town.
You know, to jump in a river or something.
Oh yeah, I need to get night there. Let's go to that beach and jump in. Let's go rent the equipment first.
Yeah.
It's done.
But after that, let's...
We had to rent some equipment in town because of, we don't take the trailer, we don't take anything, so there's only so much room in the truck.
Okay, well, we'll stop at the music store and see if it's a big difference if we rent, if it's that much more.
We were kind of lucky. There was this place called Wentworth, and so we pulled up there, and it was the first spot we hit in town.
As far as music stores go, that's for any musician, it's like being in a candy store.
I wonder if you're allowed to do that.
You just see us all go in together, and then just we all spider out to the different sections.
I think I acquired my xylophone skills over the course of the few seconds I played xylophone yesterday. It sounds cool. I like that instrument.
We gotta get food, right?
Yes, we gotta get food. I'm almost out of corn nuts and beef jerky.
Let's feed the bear. Is there anywhere to get some raw salmon?
We give our bass player Jordan a hard time because he likes his food. He's very passionate about a lot of things, and food is one of them.
Yeah, I get ridden pretty hard about that because they tend to forget that they need to eat, and they get, or they forget that I need to eat anyways, and I get ridden about it a lot.
The guy is just constantly eating, talking about food. We just finished breakfast, and he's wondering where we're gonna go for lunch.
Oh, thank you. They do take care of me. As razz me as they will, they know me. We rolled into town, I guess probably nice and early, around 2 or 3, I guess. Had enough time to go eat some lunch at a nice restaurant.
All right, so Nat just went to the bathroom and asked me to order him a Caesar. And so I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna try to fit as much Tabasco sauce into that glass as humanly possible.
And you saw the bartender shake about half a jug of Tabasco, and he was just looking around and shaking, and he's like, I must have seen about that much Tabasco go into the glass. It was pretty epic.
Cheers, boys.
I hate you.
It was good to see his face when he got it, and he's like, oh, ooh, I think that was all Tabasco at the top. Stirred it up, and sure enough, it was all Tabasco everywhere.
A lot of times when they mix the Caesar, they just put the Tabasco in last and they don't mix it up. So I could taste it all on the top and thought maybe just a little bit of a mix there and it'd be all good. And nope, it was all Tabasco.
Did you make it extra spicy for me?
No,
Yeah, you
man.
did, didn't you?
No way, dude.
It's not that bad. Got a little bit of a sweat on going. Just because of the heat.
I'd like to say it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad.
We don't usually like to injure our own band members with pranks, but it looked like Nat kind of came out of that all right. It was all for good fun.
It was fairly rewarding. I'm glad we got it on camera so I can see the reaction later.
It's a little spicy. It's good. Just how I like it.
They got me good. It was a spicy one. Definitely hurt me later on in the day. But good for them. I'll get them back.
The days go by and we try to have some fun before we die.
Okanagan Lake's beautiful, fresh water. We just walked down there, geared down, and jumped in.
Kelowna's right on the lake. Why not just show up and jump in? It wakes you up. It makes you feel awesome.
When I'm gone, I know that you'll still be there.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Good lake.
Proof. Warm. Nice.
Hopping in the water just, gives you a good little adrenaline jolt and gets your heart going again, and you get out and you feel refreshed, and it was a good clean slate to, it was almost like having a second day.
I'm sucking my gut in so much right now that it's hard actually for me to say this sentence. Now I'm surprised Nat didn't get bogged down on account of the Tabasco sauce out
I
there.
did. I was ready to dial 911.
All right, playtime's over.
Time to play.
Time to play.
Some more.
Playtime's back on.
The Same Sun Hostel in Kelowna is huge. Like, every time we've played at docks in Kelowna, we've also been given the opportunity to stay at the Same Sun.
You guys came to play tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, right at 6 o'clock, I think.
They just ask we play a half-an-hour acoustic set to all the people staying there, and we get to stay for free.
It basically makes the trip because I don't think we'd barely break even if we had to pay for a hotel or something like that.
Just bringing in the minimal.
Yeah. Hi-hats.
The acoustic, this one?
We can use the rental mic for that,
Yeah, we're gonna bring
Let's
both.
try that out.
No, that one's,
Let's try this
you
out
only
with
plug
this.
one into the thing,
Yeah,
so
we only need one.
Just move it when we move.
yeah. And that one doesn't bend, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you don't want this one?
Yeah, no, we'll use the other one.
Okay.
Oh god.
It's so small but so heavy.
It's my favorite part of the job.
Ooh, I'm squishing my fingers.
All this for a place to lay our head.
We're gonna set up right in this area, and hopefully within the next 45 minutes we'll be ready to go, and some people will flood in here, and we'll play a little set for them to pay for our room and board. It's gonna be so easy to hear in here, man. Probably just
Pointed out. Let's point it out.
pointed out from back behind, because that's they're gonna be.
It's mainly for the crowd.
Yeah, that's gonna be the whole vocals, right?
It's not for us.
1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2. I'll be fine, man. As long as it's good for out there.
Set a basic thing up, like just a kick and a snare and a pair of hi-hats, and just plug everything in, turn it down so it's not quite full venue sound, and just strip some songs down. And it's kind of fun to take your full-blown rock songs that you're playing at like 10 and kind of put them on like 4 or 3.
Wake up to the sights and sounds, the heartbeat of this ghetto town. On the streets where cops refuse to go, oh, no one else can understand a ghetto man. Yeah, yeah.
like both sides. I couldn't live without being able to play extremely loud rock music, but I don't think I could live without being able to play stuff a little more campfire style sometimes.
We don't practice that way much, so you kind of gotta watch each other because you're not playing the same as you usually are. There's little things that you're doing different here and there, and you just gotta watch. You gotta watch each other and kind of play with each other.
Here I wanna go, where no one complains about the job that's possible. Even the rain life's too short now to be dreaming all my life. I gotta get out there, feel that,
When you play something that you play fast, slow, you get to know it better, and you get, it's, you stop going on autopilot, and you got to think and listen and react to your bandmates and stuff. So it's really neat to strip stuff down like that.
It was nice that the place was full, so we had a good little crowd to play in front of, and that always makes us play better. And yeah, it was a good little setup.
It's been packed 3 different ways. There's different ways you can Jenga it in there, but
Tetris could be a more accurate.
Tetris? Right, yeah. You gotta twist the pieces around and around.
We came here this time and we used our bass player Jordan's work truck.
It's a Yukon. It's not quite a big Suburban with all the room in the back. It's only about that deep. So if you don't put that kick drum in the right spot and stack this and that in the exact right, it doesn't fit.
Something, this was pushed back.
There's enough room to get it in, isn't
I think that was stood up the other way.
No, we had it flat.
Can you just stick that up on that?
Yeah. Boom. We just did this.
It's usually better if one person is there just putting everything in the truck, and I think a couple of us were doing it, and one person puts something else somewhere, it just gets all discombobulated and whatnot.
Maybe we should have like a more organized number plan to kind of like a color by numbers where everything's so it's just ready to go all the time. But I think we did all right.
Almost there. Close. Guitars next or what?
One more to go. Is this just gonna stay here, Nat, your acoustic? Yeah. Okay.
Ta-da!
Bits.
Nobody ended up getting in a fight, so I think we're good.
Let us in!
Go in there, investigating.
He's gonna open her up.
Let's set up out here. Free street show.
Loading into docks, it was a good one. It was pretty straightforward. We parked the van in the wrong spot at first and then quickly moved it once the gates got open, and once gates opened up, we had enough hands in there and things came right out of that truck pretty easy.
On the one hand, I'm a decent man with my foot down on a piece of land.
The last gig, my foot switch was crapping out, so I went and got a replacement. So this is just in case if ever this quits, I can have this as a backup, and this will be for my solos. It's pretty much a just in case pedal. It really sucks to play live and one of your pedals crap out. There's so many different sounds that I'm constantly interested in something new and testing out different pedals, and yeah, it's fun. It's the funnest part about it, really.
Hi, Jordan.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost done.
Yeah. Not done at all. I want to be a bass player.
I carry 2 patch cords, my bass, and a tuner. All I do is I plug my bass into the tuner and I tune it, and then I plug it into my rig, which has 2 cords that go into it, and that's it.
I used to always want to help the drummer because he had so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
But you can't help a drummer with his kit. They just get mad.
I guess this is just my chance to vent. I feel like my whistling skills are very underutilized in this band. I know that they know I can whistle, yet no one asked me to do a whistling solo, maybe even a whistling intro.
We got it down to science, really, with the load-in and setting up. It doesn't matter what the pub or bar is. We can go in there and set up pretty easily and quickly.
About the job that's possible, even the rain
show was great. The crowd there is so good. That makes everything. It makes waking up at 5 a.m. worth it. No questions.
It makes you perform so much better when the crowd's into it and you're getting that feedback from them. So last night was one of those nights for sure.
Do a little switcheroo with
Switching positions in the band is something that we've done basically right from the start.
It's fun. It's just something different, and it's making us all better musicians, doing different things.
There's a big difference in sound, the way Nat plays guitar, the way Mike plays guitar, the way they write their different songs and their different lyrics. I think people really like to see it because it's something you don't see all the time. It's just a little different.
Oh yeah, man.
It being the morning after the show at Docks, we got to sleep in a lot more than we did yesterday, so that was really nice. We only had to get up about 9 o'clock today.
Drove from Kelowna to Vernon. Beautiful drive. It's a nice desert, mountain, slightly forested area. It's a nice change of scenery.
This is our beautiful tour guide, Schubert.
The local.
Luckily, we have a friend here who is our local guide, and he took us to the local swimming hole in Vernon, which was mind-blowing. So beautiful. Like Cow Lake is a whole nother level for me.
We keep trying to go to the local swimming holes, but none of them ever turn out. So this is going to be a really good change. Yeah. We've heard a lot about this spot.
I've heard friends talk about these cliffs, and I've always wanted to go. So to be able to finally go was an honor, really. It's icing on the cake.
It's a little scary at first, but by the time you hit the water, it's all good. Makes it all better. I'm awake now, too.
I'm not a natural swimmer. I learned how to dive when I was 18 years old. My young girlfriend taught me under peer pressure. And I'm good for about that much. But I might do a cannonball somewhere. 1, 2.
That made a bigger splash.
It's 3 seconds of flying. That's how you gotta describe it. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's good adrenaline rush.
If there's the opportunity to do it, then I definitely like to push it and just kind of feel that excitement. So it's good. It's quite a bit better than sitting in a van for 8 hours on the road. So if there's an opportunity to jump in the lake, I'm all for it.
Well, I don't live in luxury. I sleep in the streets. I don't think much about it. I just take what I need. I'm the ghetto man. You're either friend or foe. I'm the ghetto man, yeah. That is all you need to know.
Boys were doing some pretty good cliffs there. There's some 40s and some 60-footers, and got to go swimming and get refreshed, which is, this is my vacation, so I was pretty happy about today.
It's good for the soul if you're gonna load back out and play again tonight. So yeah, it was definitely a good little bit of R&R.
We've seen the best swimming hole Vernon has to offer. We're ready to play the Grateful Fed tonight.
After we get fed.
Yes, first we feed.
How's it going, Selena?
We were really hungry after the cliffs there, so we decided to stop in at our buddy's parents' own Ricardo's, and they set up a 3-course meal for us.
We have much Mediterranean cuisine in Victoria, do we?
There's a couple of bad places.
I had some delicious chicken and some nice pasta and their signature steak, which was really impressive.
How's the pasta, Jordan?
Fantastic, thank you. How's yours?
It's delicious.
was really tasty. It was really nice to get something healthy and delicious into us like that. That wasn't fast food. Definitely fueled the show that night.
We're used to pub grub, and Ricardo's is a whole nother level. Yeah, it's a good treat, really good treat.
To Ricardo's.
Bang.
Good boys.
Back at the Same Sun Hostel, we had some time to kill there, and you know, it's when it comes down to times where there's, you know, a bit of fun to be had, I like to step it up and really show what I got.
Oh! The crowd goes wild.
Me and Colin used to live together, and we had a foosball table, and we'd have constant tournaments, and it's always a fun game.
Oh, no way. I hate that when you watch it go in like that.
Often what I do is overshadowed by the actual talent in the musicians, so whenever I have a chance to really, like, you know, show them what I got, I really like to give her all I got.
Next goal wins?
Wow. I'm leading you by like 6 goals.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened last time. You won.
I beat Nat playing in square. I'm sure you got the replay if you want to run that clip. We can show it in slow-mo. I'm really proud of what I did.
I didn't really agree with the last goal wins because I think I was up 8 goals, but hey, someone calls it, you gotta go with the flow, I guess.
I'm just like a burning flame when all you got is the wind to blame. Oh, little boy searching the dirt. The only thing he finds is a stain on his shirt. Oh,
We set up fairly quickly, and everything went pretty smooth.
Keep, if Ferg, you want to keep,
Check one, two.
It was a bit of an issue trying to get it going. Eventually just plugging things in and unplugging things and cranking levels till it squealed, and then we turned it down and it worked.
From the county field and the rain came pouring down. Me and Billy standing there with a silver half a crown.
It turned out really good. We kept asking the crowd if it was too loud, anything was too loud, and nobody had any complaints. Everyone was happy with it, so we had some really good cheers and really good compliments at the end of the night.
Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. I hope it don't rain all day.
The whole weekend went really well. Really happy. We didn't get rained on. Sunny. It was beautiful. We got to go swimming every day. Played some music and made some friends, and it was a win. It was a winning weekend. Now we get to go back to Victoria and back to our day jobs.
The weekend was one to remember for sure. Like, Kelowna is just such a wicked little town.
It's kind of 50-50. People are talking about wanting to move here to Kelowna. We live in Victoria, and you know, I'm kind of on the fence, but maybe I'll have to go back and see what the rest of my summer is in Victoria, and we'll make a decision on whether or not we move the band to Kelowna or not.
Don't waste my time. Just show you do some.